So guys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you taking the time out. Monday evening, every single week, same time, same place. We like to jump in, do some different mindset calls, different, approaches. Because one thing that you need to understand with this business is everything starts and finishes with you. And one thing that I've learned in this industry, for those of you who don't know me, by the way, you're relatively brand new. My name is Bradley Marchant, 31 years of age, and I've been involved in this amazing industry now for 10 years. And some of the stuff that I've learned in this last probably 12 months, I wish I'd have learned at the beginning. So the ability for us to have these mindset calls, to have access to people that have got the results that we want, whether you're on this call right now and you see me in the current rank, you see me in a certain thing, don't look at where I am. I'm not here as a Platinum 5000. I'm not here as a certain rank. One thing I want you to understand with this is that this business that we're building is based as a family. And every single one of you who are coming into this brand new, whether you're in a week, a month, in fact, do me a favor and write in the chat how long you've been a part of the academy, how long you've been part of Flight Club. Because one thing I like to see here is that there's different variations of where you've been. And I look at my first probably 6 to 12 months in the industry. It was really, really hard for me because I was a good networker, but I didn't know how to really make sales out of that. I didn't really know how to transition in. And one thing you guys need to understand is you guys in this industry, I can see here 3 days. So Josh Wright, 3 days in the business, already plugging in, a week in, 6 months in, 6 weeks, 4 months, 11 months. I think I saw Rory 2 years and 5 months. Wow, it goes quick. So the great thing with this is that you guys are going to learn as you go. And the fact that you're plugging in, you're taking the time out of your evening, you could be sat watching RuPaul's Drag Race right now. You could be sat watching, anything else, whatever it is you fancy. I'm a bit of a RuPaul Drag Race kind of guy. I love that type of stuff because it's a good energy, good vibe. There's a little bit of bitchiness, a little bit of cattiness, but that's what this industry is. You've got to understand that you've got to take in this, the rough with the smooth. And one thing that I really wanted to cover tonight was that when shit starts to get hard, this is where your personality and your character will shine through. Because there's times in this business where I've wanted to quit. There's times in this industry where I've wanted to quit and walk away from it, because when they always say new levels, new devils, right? So when you start to scratch the surface and start to become that new version of you, there's going to be shit thrown your way. There's going to be people doubting you. There's going to be people, ringing you up, taking the piss, trying to deter you from what you're going to do. Because right now in this chat, there's 77 people on this call. I want you guys to write in the chat whether you truly, don't put this in if you don't believe it. Do you truly believe you're going to be successful in this industry? Trading or networking? Do you believe 100% hand on heart, swear on your nana's life? We're going to put family on this. Do you believe 100% you're going to make it? Because if you're sat there right now and you don't believe, if there's an element of doubt, people will sniff that out straight away. They will see through it. So at the beginning, when I was trying to sell Herbalife, potions, lotions, creams, they saw me needing money. They didn't see me coming from a place of love and trying to help and lead with value and lead with building friendships. But I was there hungry, trying to chase cash, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in this business, you guys have got to learn that you've got to believe 100%. So I'm going to share with you my shit within IM, because some of you guys are seeing ranks getting popped right now. Platinum 1000s, Platinum 2000s, Platinum 600s. You've been in the business 4 or 5 weeks, 6 months, and you're thinking, man, I'd love that. But what you got to understand is there's a process there. Everyone's got a different page, a different chapter, some people are in a different fucking book right now. So you guys have got to understand that when I got involved in this industry, I already had a little bit of networking experience. I already had a few of the skill sets. So in this, you've got to work on this 100%. That's why mindset calls are so important. For me, they're the biggest call of the week. Because for me, I understood that if this isn't right, nothing else in my life will be right. My friendships will be shit. My business will be shit. My day-to-day living, that won't be too cracking either. Because everything rises and falls up here. When I was involved in my previous businesses, I didn't understand mindset. I didn't understand that how I thought was transmuted to the external version of me. And that might not hit you straight away. But if you start to have negative thoughts, negative doubt, You start to doubt things that are going on. You start to have a bit of self, you start to look at yourself and think, man, you're not going to make it. Are you really valuable? Are you really going to make 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures? Because the old version of Bradley Marchant didn't believe that he could make 2 million a year. He didn't. Now I'm talking about myself personally, because on this call, I want you guys to understand that you're going to have these conversations with yourself. And the reason that we need to bring you to the forefront of this is to get you to a point where you believe 100% all day, every day. Every single call I go on, I'm 100% spot on. I know what I'm going into that call to do. I don't doubt that this product and this service works, because yes, we're teaching people how to trade Forex. We're teaching them about cryptocurrency. We're teaching them about mindset and business, but we're also giving people belief. Most people have never been told that they're good enough. Most people have never been told that they're worthy. No, most people have never been loved by someone other than a relative. So in this business, you've got to start to surround yourself with people who believe more in you. And I'm telling you right now, a stranger will become a best friend if you're willing to let that happen. Every single person in this business, bar two, I didn't know. None, zero. Out of 400 and something people, I didn't know any of them apart from 2, Ben Cockayne and Dan Dukes. If there's a few other people that have joined recently, then I knew them as well. But every single other person was a stranger. Every single other person was a random connection on Instagram, a random connection on Facebook, a random connection somewhere else. So what you guys have got to have is that 100% belief and that clarity that you're going to go out and crush it no matter what someone else is going to say. Because at the beginning, it's going to be your friends, your family, and your loved ones who doubt you, who tell you it's not going to work, who tell you that you should be doing something else, that it's a pyramid scheme, that you're never going to make any money. Because they love you. They want to see you do well. They want to see you make it. But what they don't understand that they're actually doing, because they don't understand how this works, is they don't understand that that's damaging you. Because if you're not a strong character, you're going to quit. You're going to listen to them friends and them family who love you. So you're going to think that they know best. And sometimes I'm telling you right now, once you go against the grain a little bit, give it 6, 12, 18 months to 2 years, to 3 years, to 5 years. My journey's been 10 years. So when I got involved in network marketing with IM in May 2018, yes, I had some quick success. I grew to Platinum 1000 real quick. But it took me 17 months to hit P2. Was I not worthy of $2,000 a month? Up here, I wasn't. What I started doing was micromanaging people. I started trying to orchestrate little things, trying to make things go a little bit smoother, when in actual fact, I didn't have belief. So right now in this business, you're seeing people come in and smash things out quicker. It's because they're following a blueprint. It's because they've got them levels of belief. Ben Cockayne's ridiculously close to P5000. Dan Dukes, ridiculously close to P5000. We've got people close to P2, P1, P6, P150. In this business, you have to have that unwavering belief that it's going to work. So when I ask you guys who believes that it's going to work, you have to know 100%. Because if you look around you, those who are in the trenches, those who are in the mix, those who are putting in the hours, they're making money. I saw Cam Lal's trading week last week. That had taken me 5 years in a generic job. He did it in a week, sat in his boxer shorts with his headband on. So do you guys, like, I'm seeing a guy making 6-figure a week while he's scratching his nose, but in the background, he's grinding, he's putting in the hours. Johnny's the same. You know, you're seeing people smashing out ranks left, right, and center. It's because they're putting in the hours, they're putting in the work. But all of that comes up here. If I said to you right now, to make multiple 6 figures in the industry, you have to message 10 people a day. Would you do it? You have to do it consecutively for 365 days. At the end of that year, you get 6 figures transferred straight into your bank account. 10 messages a day. Who'd do it? The chat should be going, yeah, 100%. Because that's all I needed to see. I needed to see that if I'm consistent, if I do the work, if I put in the hour, if there was a fly on your wall right now, are you paid what you're worth? In this industry, you cannot hide. In this industry, you cannot hide. In trading, you cannot hide. In networking, you cannot hide. You're paid what you're worth. And at the beginning, it's hard because you're putting out so much value. You're putting out so much time. You're helping so many people. You're putting out stuff left, right, and center. You're speaking to people. But at the beginning, it takes time to harvest. It takes time for the seeds to grow. It takes time for this to start to learn that you're worthy of more. So as you get better, as you get more consistent, as you get more outside your comfort zone, you start to grow, you start to adapt. I'm visualing myself right now on the first event we host. I'm pulling up in a Lambo, suited and booted, looking dapper as fuck, and I'm speaking to 30,000 bodies. That is happening. That's here. I've been visualizing that shit all through lockdown. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself in your bedroom right now with your hoodie on, your snapback on, with a t-shirt on that hasn't been washed in 3 days because you haven't been speaking to people? Or are you visualizing yourself speaking in front of people, doing the things that are business building? Are you seeing yourself traveling on jets, nice areas? Are you seeing yourself in Bali, Mauritius, Maldives, Dubai, wherever your dream destinations are? Because if you're not visualizing that now, when no one else is around you, that's where you're going to start to struggle. Because the moment a seed of doubt is planted in your brain by someone you like, know, or trust, that's when it's game over. Because you will listen to them. The people that you love, you sat next to in PE. They were great friends when you grew up. They might have that materialistic lifestyle on the outside. I've got friends of mine that have got the nice cars, they've got the nice houses, but they're miserable as fuck because guess what? They don't have time. In this industry, we've got the best of both worlds. It's a low entry fee. For me, that's shit. At the beginning, I'm blessed that it was. I'm blessed that it was a low entry fee because I couldn't afford nothing. I had £1,000 overdraft. I was 700 quid in it. A couple of £100 to get started, plus £100 in. I had about 23 quid in my account. I was on pasta and tomato sauce for a while. Some days I'm like, listen, I'm not sure if today we can even have pasta. It might just be sauce. But at the beginning, I had to sacrifice stuff. I had to get rid of the things that weren't serving me. And some of them guys, without being brutal, is friends. It's people that you love. Like, without me going too deep into this, I'm not going to go into that, but I did something 3 or 4 months ago that I've been comfortable in for the last 9 or 10 years. I had to change things up. I had to do things differently because at the beginning, I was getting results. When I was running this up with people around me, I was getting results. But then something happened. For a period of time, I was stagnant, no results. My belief levels dropped. I got comfortable. One thing you need to understand with this industry is that the people who are bashing you right now, who are telling you this isn't going to work, they're telling you you're full of shit, they're going to be the people in 6, 12, 18 months, 2 years' time, when you're rolling around in your dream car with your dream guy or girl in the passenger seat and your squad's behind you. They're going to be fangirling, fanguying with the phone out, taking photos of you, tagging you up on Instagram, tagging you up on Facebook, in Snapchat, whatever it is, saying, I knew that guy. I knew that girl. I was sat next to him in PE. I kicked the same ball as him once. So you've got to have that unwavering belief that it's going to happen. Because the moment that someone says something to you, you cannot be a snowflake in this industry. I've had prank calls all day on my phone. Legit. I reckon I've had about 45 prank calls today. It's the same group of dickheads driving in the same car that's on tap. I'm like, listen, you're right, mate. I can sit here all day. I'm just prospecting. You good? Put them on loudspeaker. Let them keep chatting the shit. Just wasting your time. Good. I'm good. But that happens. And it's only going to happen as you go up. People are going to start to hate on what you're doing. It's going to be negativity. So what I've done there is I've just blocked all unknown callers. So no more negative calls. Go ring someone else. Because as you get further into this industry, there's going to be new levels, new devils. So when I get to a higher income, when you guys get to a higher income, there's going to be other devils. Some of your best friends might judge you. Some people you don't know might judge you. Some people might bash you on Instagram, on comments. You might get Snapchat messages. But as long as you understand why you're doing what you're doing, because no one can tell me what I'm doing is wrong. Because when I hand my mum, however much left on her mortgage this year, no amount of negativity, no amount of shit people in my inbox can take away that feeling, ever. So you have to know why you're doing this. Yes, you're coming at the beginning for money. If you're in this to make money, write money in the chat. Do some dollar signs, throw it in the air, because anyone who's not here to make cash, you're a liar. We're here to make money. Money makes the world go round. It's up there with oxygen. I would rather have plenty of cash, sat in a nice car with a very expensive tissue, and I can dab away my tears if I get a little bit sad. There's nothing worse than living paycheck to paycheck, knowing that you can't even afford to put fuel in your car. You can't afford to put nappies on your little ones. So we're here to make cash. So don't ever shy away from that. You're here to make money. But when you get the money, it's what are you going to do with it? Because if you're a dickhead without cash, it's going to amplify when you've got money. So you need to write down clear as day, what are you going to do? Who are you going to impact? Like for me, I want to build a care home, Alzheimer's, dementia. I want to get a dog sanctuary. I would love to I would just love to send a team out into the world and collect dogs. You know, you see all these stray ones. I'd love to do that. Put them in a beautiful little palace somewhere and let them just run riot. So I'd love to do. It'll cost a hell of a lot of money to do it. So I need to become a billionaire. A couple of millies ain't going to cut that. So I need to be able to find something. Wait a minute. Trading, crypto, networking. Game on. Because I can grow my money with these. The more people I impact, the more people I help, the more value I give, the more content I put out. Because guess what? I was looking at some videos of when I was doing Herbalife. All my life, I wanted to curl up into the tiniest little ball you've ever seen in your life and just eat them. Because them videos I used to put out were cringy. But guess what? They used to get signups. They used to get new people joining the business. They used to get new customers because people saw that I was a real person. So right now, are you trying to be something you're not on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever it is? Because I was. I spent a long time trying to be someone that I wasn't. I have a very weird sense of humor that I like to bring out every now and again, more often than not. Because if you can vibe around that and you can attract that type of stuff, yeah, I might share it one day. There's a video of me and Benny, actually. I think there was some of me and Benny floating around as well. They were quite funny. But again, I looked at the ones when I was in Organo. The videos weren't as cringe, but they were still shocking. My energy and my tone was like this. Hi guys, just come back for an amazing shake party tonight and I saw loads of coffee. Who wants to get some healthy coffee? And that's legit what it was like. Whereas now with this, because I've seen the results, I've seen people making eye-watering money. I've seen that this can legit change people's life. I've seen people who've gone from being druggies, drug dealers. I've seen people go from rags to rich. I've seen council estate people who couldn't afford nothing to going all the way to multiple 6, 7, and even 8 figures. So imagine where you are right now. There's someone in your social circle who needs to see you. They need to see you win. They need to see you break down that little barrier of negativity. They need to see that book that you're reading. They need to see the audio that you're listening to. They need that little bit of a fitness accountability. They need to see you doing something that their network isn't doing that's going to help them grow. Because right now, let's be honest, we're all trapped in the same 4 walls. We've all been and exhausted the same walking locations multiple times. Costa drive-through, Starbucks drive-through, Cafe Nero drive-through is getting a beating. So we need to be able to document that, share what we're doing, share some positivity, share some, of our network of what we're doing, what we love, what we're about, who we are. What if that one post that you're scared to put out? What if that one video of you doing this You're scared to put it out. But what if that changes someone's life? What if that redirects the course of where they're going? Because I could have, very selfishly, just done this for me. I'm good trading right now. Am I making a shit ton of money? No. I'm making an okay amount. But imagine I'd never opened my mouth. Imagine I'd never have contacted Rory. Imagine I'd have never spoke to Benny, Luckwood, Dan Dukes, Connor Judson. Imagine these guys would never be in the business. Connor Judson wouldn't be quitting his job, wouldn't be full-time in this. Kieran Dobbin wouldn't be out of a job full-time. Luckwood would still be in the air industry. So within this business, you've got to understand that one conversation can dramatically change the course of someone's life. So how are you approaching it? Are you going in from a ruthless jugular where you're going to go kill, 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 sell, 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 sell? Or are you there to build a friendship? Are you there to build a relationship with someone who eventually might take a look at what we're doing? Because there's nothing wrong with both aspects, but you've got to be clear with what you're doing. So within this right now, I'm going through mindset groups. I'm going through business groups. I'm going through personal training communities. Today, I've connected with 73 personal trainers. How do you think their businesses have been the last 12 to 18 months if they're operating legally? Shit is the answer for the vast majority. So when you start to understand that what we're doing can get people out of them financial ruts, but more importantly, out of this, every single individual is watching, listening to the same monotonous stuff. Like, on a serious note, how many new strands of COVID is there? South African, Brazilian, Pakistani. Like, there's literally like 65 different million variations of this COVID stuff because they want to keep us in a confined stuff. We need to get you guys turning off the news, turn off the radio, turn off the bullshit that is going to switch this out. We need to get you guys plugged into the source that is this, because once you start to understand that everything is energy. So if your energy is flat when you're speaking to someone, game over, you're not signing them up. If they see that you need them, they're not signing up. On every single call, I don't need you. I'm blessed that you're here. I'm blessed that you're on the journey. But guess what? If you quit tomorrow, we're building a business. I did some stats yesterday within the leadership group. And this, for me, is what this business is all about. Because I don't know what's going to happen. So I had a huge growth spurt this time last year. From February, March, we grew. We brought in about 600 new members, right? A lot of people joined. But when a lot of people join, they're not always the right ones. That's what they call it. If you guys listen to, Justin Owens, it's called the game phase. People join your business. Not everyone's right. You have a little bit of a drop off. People lose. People quit. But then what that does is it strengthens your community. It strengthens the environment. So when you go onto Facebook and you read them testimonials, 9 times out of 10, the most common theme is family, community. I love the community. I love the environment. I love the community. I love the environment. It's not always about the cash. People join for that. But most people want to be celebrated. Most people want to be, around people who are like them. So since in the last 90 days, the group has grown by over 225 people. That's 118% growth. You show me. I know this is happening. I am in a hole, but most businesses are shutting the shops. Most people aren't open. Most people aren't growing. Most people aren't making money. They're sat on furlough. They're sat with the shops closed. I use Jade as an example. Her salon is closed. She's good at what she does. So why should her salon be shut due to XYZ? She's got no control. But in this, she can do what she wants, build where she wants, make money where she wants, travel where she wants. So eventually in this, what's stopping you going to that next level? What's stopping you getting out of your comfort zone? What's stopping you is that this bullshit little negative fear that you've got in your head that was given to you by someone else. Someone told you wasn't worthy when you were young enough. Someone told you were never going to make it. Maybe your school teacher doused your fears of becoming a professional athlete when you had 2 left feet. So you need to have that unwavering work ethic, that unwavering belief, that unwavering mindset. Nothing is going to deter me from achieving Chairman 100 this year, because I know that if we do another 118% growth in the next 90 days, that's another 473 new people joining this business. If it's done once, it can be done again. That's new chairman getting hit. That's new P5000s, new P2000s, new P1000s, new P600s, new P150s, new 2 and 3s. That's people's lives getting changed by you opening your mouth, you having a conversation with someone. Imagine someone would never have said to Kamlal about trading. Imagine it. He'd still be working 2 or 3 jobs, busting his ass every single day, 19, 20 hours a day, working 2 jobs to earn chicken feed. Not enough to pay his wage, not enough to pay his house, his rent, his bills. Some of you guys right now are in that position where you're struggling. And you sometimes, like, I had a conversation with someone today and they saw me that they couldn't approach me. I want you to understand that I am the most approachable person you will ever come across. If you're struggling, if shit's not working for you, if you're hitting a brick wall, pick up the phone. Have a conversation, because closed mouths do not get fed. So you can be sat there with the best talent in the world, but you don't know where to direct it. You don't know what to do. You don't know what conversation to have. But once you pick up the phone, like I spoke to Gianni the other day, I hope he's on the call. You know, Gianni reached out. We had a conversation for an hour and 10 minutes. I was walking up and down the garden. I was doing a little bit of pottering, just cleaning some stuff out in the pond, this, that, and the other. But he came off that call, next level mindset. He's ready to go. He understands what he's doing. Some people haven't been shown the blueprint yet, and that's my fault. So I'll take that on the chin. So that's why right now the blueprint and the system is getting touched up. There's things that are going to be put in place so you guys know exactly what you're doing, and all you have to do is run the play. All you have to do is turn up. All you have to do is get people on calls. Because once this goes to another level, you're going to wish that you did things sooner. And this isn't about networking, about every area: trading, personal development, mindset, business, whatever it is, lifestyle, relationships. Because trust me, this will help you in all areas. This isn't always about cash. Some of the stuff you will learn in this academy will help you in your walk of life when you're meeting new people. Some of you guys on this call might not even know how to say hi to people when this COVID shit's done. Oh, well, he's got a mask on. Can I say hello to him? No, he's got a mask. Get him out of here. I'm joking. If you're a mask wearer, I'm joking. No COVID shit on this call. But listen, when you start to understand this and you start to get to grips with this, how you think, how you are as a person, how your personality is, are you approachable? Are you wanting to genuinely help people? Are you genuinely here to impact others? If the answer is yes, guess what? We're here. I love the 4 quadrants. I love that there's 4 different personality types. And I'd love you to write down, if you already know what these are, don't write it in the chat yet. But reds, if you're a red, we're going to be great friends, but we're going to clash heads, because I'm a red. Reds like making money. Reds like being leaders. Reds like doing shit their own way. And sometimes they're not coachable and they're not teachable. But when you get a red who becomes coachable and teachable, game over. They will shizzle up, right? Blues love partying. They love networking. So me, I'm a little bit of a multicolored. I love the partying aspect. I love getting to know people. I could meet you in the toilet and we're best friends by the end of the night. We're partying. Back when we could do social stuff, right? Right now, if I see you in the park, we become good friends. Probably never going to see each other again. But your blues love partying. They love networking. They love building relationships. So I'm a red and a blue. Your greens, these are analytical. They love making notes. So you cannot approach a green about money, 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 because they just want to sit and take notes. They just love being analytical. They love going, right, you tell me the decimal point of a pip and I understand it. They want to go deep on that stuff. They will tell you the back end of everything. These are people you need in your business, because while I'm out here throwing bowls at stuff, they're in the background going, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get all this stuff. Get it all in a line, get it in a folder. Come on. We go to an event, right? Here's the itinerary. This is what we're doing. I'm like, nah, just party. Let's meet new people. Let's make some money. They're like, no, Brad, there's an event happening at 2. I'm like, all right, okay, sweet. So your greens, they're there. But then you've got your yellows. Now these ones, if exposed properly, these will crush every single area of your business, as in explode it. Your yellows love helping people. They love helping. They love caring. They love being there to hear your shit day that you've had. They'll tell you, you know what, everything's going to be okay. They love the nurturing side of things. They love being there to help out this, that, and the other. They love being just there. They want to help. They want to be loved. They want to add love. You need every single one of these people in your business to build a mastermind. So what color are you? Are you a strong money hungry person? Are you red? Are you blue, who loves a little bit of partying, loves networking? Are you green? You're analytical. You'll do the far end of anything to, sometimes the greens, by the way, they're too analytical. They don't get shit done. They're too busy writing out the world's best spreadsheet and applying nothing. The yellows are too busy nurturing and too busy helping and too busy cuddling people and wrapping them in cotton wool that they don't get shit done. The blues sometimes are too busy partying that they don't get shit done. The reds, they're getting shit done, but sometimes the wrong way. And that's why in this business, you need a mastermind. You need people around you who are going to pull you back in line, who are going to tell you when things aren't working, who are going to tell you when you need to, listen, Brad, we can't keep doing this because it's not working. I'm oblivious. I'm just out here throwing shit at walls. Like, it'll work eventually. But now we've got a blueprint. Now we've got a system. Now we understand what works. So that's all relatable now to you. Go out and write down what type of character you are, because once you know that, when you have a call with someone, I'll ask you, listen, at the beginning of a call, first 5 minutes, what do you do? What do you like? What's your dream car? If someone can't tell me their dream car, they're not powered by money. I can tell within the first couple of minutes of how someone is as an individual. So I'm not going to go firing money claims at you, talking about this, that, and the other, if you're not a red. If you're a green, I'm going to talk to you about how, listen, you can pause, rewind, you can watch the same recorded video 65,000 times if you want. It's a favorite session. It's live every day. Take notes galore. Listen, I'll buy you a notepad. We'll have a great time. I'm not a note taker. I'm not. If you're a yellow, listen, you love helping people. Let's help other people make money. Let's help people get financially free. Let's help people save the whales. Whatever you want to do. Let's do it together. I'll help you. If you're a red, let's make money. Let's make a lot of money. How quickly do you want to make it now? Immediately, me too. Let's do it. How quickly can you make 1,000 phone calls? Quick, right? Let's sweet. If you're a blue, listen, we're gonna make the biggest party you've ever seen in your life. I'm gonna hire the best venue. We have the best entertainers there. We have waitresses walking around, waiters walking around with canapes, champagne all over the place. We have some amazing food. And listen, there's gonna be DJs all night. Ashley House 101 is facts. How it was on every single Friday night that we've done at Ashley House is how it will be at the event at tenfold. So you just got to understand that in this business, how people are, who are they, what are they doing? So if you understand what category you sit in, who you are as a person, what type of individual you are, and then you understand that there's different types of people, you know how when you get on the phone to someone, you know how to close that out. You know how to have that conversation. You know how to entice someone into the business and show them what works for them. Because this business is about people. That's why they always say people over profit, impact over income. Once you get that down to a T, your business will fly. Once you stop mollycoddling people, hey, go do this. If someone cannot watch video 1 to 44 on the academy, they're not going to build a business. There's some people in this business who are 4 or 5 months in who still haven't watched that. There's some people in the academy who still haven't watched Manicione's 1 to 8. There's some people who haven't watched all videos on Mercury. They've been in 9 months. So within this business, you need to be coachable and teachable and trainable. Not John over there, not Susie over here. And it's always John and Susie. People ask why that is. I don't know. But John and Susie, if they're not doing their shit, you focus on you. You focus on what works for you. What makes you tick? Because if in this industry, it's you versus you every day. Every day. So if you wake up in a shit mood, how quickly can you get out of that mindset? Do you have someone around you who can pull you out of that? Do you have someone who you can ring? I do. And they know when I'm in that, they know when I'm there. So they catch me real quick before I end up in a hole and I'm in a 62-hour session on Call of Duty or something. World of Warcraft might even get resubscribed to. And I'm in that game deep for months. Because this is what I used to do. Anything starts going wrong, guess what? I'm phenomenal on World of Warcraft. Headset on, phone goes on Do Not Disturb. Killing people for fun. So you need to have that little bit of a get out when stuff starts to get a little bit too deep for you. When stuff starts to get a little bit to a point where don't have bad days, bad weeks, have a bad moment. Listen, if you're stubbing your toe multiple times, you need to move the bed. I have a conversation with someone like, something keeps happening. Remove it. I have a mattress for a little bit. Get rid of the metal frame. Wrap something round the bottom of the bed. The analogy of, obviously, don't move your bed. The analogy was more along the lines of if there's negativity every day, the same thing, remove that. I don't want people starting selling their beds. No weird stuff like this happening on this call. But I need you guys to start understand that if you remove stuff out of your life that isn't working, remove stuff out of your life that isn't serving you, you have to separate yourself a little bit, then come back. There's going to be people in your life right now who want you to fail. There's going to be people in your life who don't want to see you win. That's okay. That's okay. And do you know what? It's going to be people who maybe hid for a little bit as a friend. People who supported you for the last however many years before you got involved in this. So when you start to get into this industry, it's going to be tough. There's going to be times where you want to quit, where you want to give up, where you don't want to jump on these calls. And that's okay as well. There's days where I can't be asked. I had a nap earlier. For those of you who know me, that's not very often. Head wasn't right. Fired a nice little chug of latte down me. I had a 15-minute nap. Back at it. Game on. Calls galore all night. Here we go. So you've got to have this level of energy about you. I'm not saying all the time because it is tiring as fuck. I've got a little cheeky glass of red wine, so this is sipping down nicely too. But you've got to understand within this that you're going to have moments where you want to jack it in. You're going to have moments where you're going to want to quit. You're going to have moments where people want to see you fail. I was in Morrison's yesterday and I heard a guy say, "Oh, that's that Forex guy." I'm like, anyway, have a beautiful day. Zutta. People are going to bash you. I used to get it every Christmas Eve in the pub. Same douchebags talking the same stuff. I guarantee if the pub was open right now, they'd be there. Wearing the same clothes, talking the same shit. Zutta. By the way, I've got that from watching someone on Twitch, so That's really weird. I need to stop doing that. So on my evening, I do like to chill out. I do watch things on Twitch. The whole goal with this is enjoying what you do. This industry is enjoyable when you're doing it right. Because it's very, very easy to fall into some little pitfalls, starting to panic, starting to think, shit, you know, I'm paying my subscription every month. When am I going to get that breakthrough? When am I going to go and make that money? When is it going to pay out for me? But you just haven't done the famous, you haven't done, I've just read famous there. You haven't done the work yet. So you don't deserve the payment yet. But you do. You do deserve it. You just haven't done the hard yards at the beginning. Go work for 90 days, see where your business is. Don't look at your back office unless you need placement. In fact, anyone who's IBO, go into your back office, check Unilevel tree. Anyone who's inactive, send them a message. Reach out to them. Hey, listen, what's going on? Where have you been? What's happening? Keep in contact with them people, because just because people quit doesn't mean that they're out of the game. They might not have had that support. They might not have had that guidance yet. They might not have been exposed the right way. So at the beginning, you're gonna work, get paid chicken feed. I think my first check were like £6 in network marketing. I think the following month it went down. I don't know how. I did more work. But it's work, get paid. You'll heard this all the time from Matt Rose or Jason Brown. Work, get paid. Then eventually you're getting paid. You're doing a bit of work. You tell me that Zoom calls are working. Fucking hell. I'll be here all day. I enjoy it. I'm probably gonna have to change my t-shirt for my next call. Sweating. Because I enjoy this type of stuff. It gets my energy going. You need to treat this like a drug. You see, we're going to go a bit weird now. You go around the local areas near you and you see crack addicts left, right, and center. They're not missing a fix. Ever. They're doing whatever it takes to get that next little hit. So you're telling me that we're going to let John with no teeth be able to buy a bag every day or whatever it is that they're doing? They're outworking you. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, if you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. You'll put in the time. You'll put in the hours. At the beginning, you're going to be terrible. At the beginning, you're not going to make any money. At the beginning, it's going to be tough. The charts are going to be higgledy-piggledy. They're going to be all over the place. You're not going to understand nothing. But eventually, it'll sink in. Eventually, the skill will come to the forefront and it'll be like, wait a minute, I got this. Step aside, Brad. Skill set's here now. It's like muscle memory. You don't train for a week, a month, 6 months, 8 months. You go back to the gym and you're like, fucking hell, this 40 kilos heavy. Put that down, get back on 10s. And you're on 12s, 18s, 50s. And you're like, oh, stronger now. It's because you've got muscle memory. Your muscles remember what you were meant to be doing. So in this, the day you have a day off, the day you start to stop, the day you give up and you say, it's not for me, you're starting again. So you understand that it's going to take a little bit longer to get you to the next level. It's going to take a little bit longer to have them breakthroughs because you keep doubting yourself and stopping, doubting yourself and quitting, doubting yourself and giving up, doubting yourself and stopping your subscription, doubting yourself blowing your account, doubting yourself ruining friendships, doubting yourself blowing your account again, doubting yourself blowing your account again. So when you understand that everything that we're doing in this whole universe has a law, it has a frequency. So we need to be doing the right things every single day. And if you've got negativity around you, cut it out quick. The reason that the moment a doctor identifies cancer, what do they do to it? If they can, they cut it out so it doesn't spread. It doesn't go to any other areas. So in this, you need to cut some people out of your life that are cancerous to you right now. Get them out. Immediately. See you later. I'll come back to you soon. Delete them on Instagram, delete them on Facebook, delete them out of your phone so the negative energy isn't carried around everywhere you go. Delete them on Snapchat. If you've got them on games, delete them on there. Everything. So that eventually that energy can be put into other people, other frequencies. Because right now, there's so many people in this group that have the potential to go out there and smash, you know, the highest ranks, become the best traders. But they've got that little bit of limiting belief. They don't believe it's possible for them yet. They've been taught over time they're not worthy. They don't deserve it. So I'm literally here today to say, fuck everything else you've ever been taught that's made you ever doubt where you are and who you are and where you're going, and start again. The great thing with this industry is you can literally start again from now. 9:50 p.m. on the 1st of March, you're starting again. Go out and write what you want to be like. So literally when I'm imagining that baby blue Lamborghini with red guts pulling up to an event with 30,000 people cheering, hollering, whooping, because I've just hit chairman 1 million. And the squad are behind us. All other chairmans are rocking up. Car park's like the nicest garage you've ever seen in your life. That's what I'm picturing. The nicest custom suits. My name all over it, and, you know, flight club shit in my pockets and little cufflinks, which I've already bought. I'm already picturing this stuff. So when it all starts to happen, it was meant to be. Some of you guys just don't believe it enough yet. You don't believe in yourselves enough yet. So you start to doubt it. So guys, get all your shit wrote down, what you want to achieve, you know, get what type of characteristic you are, get the personality types written out. Do the work. Half an hour to an hour a day. If you want to get back into fitness, we've got an accountability group for fitness. I shouldn't be in that group. I'm going to be honest with myself. I do weights every day, but I don't post about it. So are you accountable to what you're doing? I do my prospecting every day. I do my affirmations every day. I do my reading every day. I do my audio books every single day. I do my weights. They're here. They're only 7.5 kilo, little baby weights. So like shoulders are getting there. Biceps are there. Midriff. I'm probably going to have a takeaway after this. Let's be honest. I'm only human. But I enjoy what I do. You've got to start to enjoy what you do. Surround yourself with the group. Surround yourself with the environment, the community. When you jump on these calls, get your cameras on. Start to see what other people look like so that when you meet that next individual that you come across, you already know each other. If you live in the same area, go for a 2-meter walk. Socially distanced. Sit on your phones, prospect for 10, 15, 20 minutes, walking around the same area, 2-meter distance. Whatever you need to do. Meet up with people. No more than 4. All that type of good stuff. But guys, if you got some value, drop some 7s or 1s. I don't really care what number you want to fire in. But 71 of you made it through all this call, which is brilliant. And we had 82 on at one point. So 11% dropped out. That's life. People are going to quit. People are going to dip out. People aren't going to be around. So I'm going to chug me a little bit of red wine. Call it a night. So guys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you taking the time out to jump on this call. Appreciate every single one of you. What I'm going to be doing, probably the last Saturday of this month, I'm basically going to speak to some of the guys on the call as well. 27th, we're going to have a little bit of a, you've just seen other chairmans do it. We're going to have like a little bit of a Super Saturday event. I've already lined it up with Leon Davies, John Dollery, Jenna Haggerty for some of the educators. So we're going to start doing some stuff around that type of things, building to events, because the end of this month, fingers crossed, we'll be breaking a couple of new P5000s, a couple of new P2s, plenty of new P1000s. So I want you guys to go away, identify what you're going to be rank-wise, how much of the education you're going to get blitzed off, and submit that away to whoever it is you're running it up with. So guys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you again, taking the time out of your busy schedules in this lockdown pandemic that we're in. Hope you have a beautiful evening, beautiful night. I will upload this to YouTube because I actually quite enjoyed this call. Good night.